Hello, history enthusiasts. Welcome back to Pim's Peculiar Past, where we dig up the most unusual, quirky, and downright bizarre moments from the annals of history. Today we're tackling a tale as tall as the tree it involves, Operation Paul Bunyan of 1976. If you thought chopping down a tree couldn't spark an international incident, think again. The Incident with a Twist. Our story begins in the Korean Demilitarized Zone, DMZ, a place where tensions run as high as a giraffe's neck. On August 18, 1976, a team of U.S. and South Korean soldiers set out to trim a poplar tree that was obstructing their view of a strategic checkpoint. Seems innocent enough, right? Wrong. As they started trimming, North Korean soldiers confronted them, claiming the tree belonged to North Korea. Words were exchanged, tempers flared, and before you could say timber, the North Korean soldiers attacked, killing 2 U.S. officers with axes. Enter Paul Bunyan. In response to this brutal attack, the U.S. decided to show the North Koreans that they meant business. Big tree-felling business. Thus, Operation Paul Bunyan was born. Named after the legendary lumberjack, this operation was less about diplomacy and more about making a point with an oversized chainsaw. Ready, set, lumberjack. On August 21, 1976, a massive show of force was assembled to cut down the offending tree. We're talking about a convoy of 23 American and South Korean vehicles, escorted by helicopters, B-52 bombers, and fighter jets. To put the operation in Operation Paul Bunyan, they also had 27 armed infantrymen, a 64-man special forces team, and engineers equipped with chainsaws ready to take on the poplar. If you're imagining a scene out of an action movie, you're not far off. The cut heard round the world. As the engineers revved up their chainsaws, the North Koreans watched from a distance, likely wondering if they were witnessing the start of World War III, or just an episode of an extreme home improvement show. In just 42 minutes, the tree was down. Not a single shot was fired, and the North Koreans, perhaps realizing that confronting a small army over a tree might not be the best idea, did not interfere. A diplomatic lumberjack's tale. The operation was a success, showcasing American military might and sending a clear message to North Korea: don't mess with our trees or our soldiers. The event also led to some diplomatic cooling off, with both sides eventually agreeing to avoid further confrontations in the DMZ. The legacy of Paul Bunyan. Operation Paul Bunyan remains one of the most unusual military operations in history. It's a testament to how something as simple as tree trimming can escalate into an international incident, and how a show of force can sometimes be the most effective way to restore peace, especially if you have chainsaws and B-52 bombers on your side. Final thoughts. So next time you're trimming a tree, remember the tale of Operation Paul Bunyan, and the time when the world's most famous lumberjack went to the Korean DMZ. It's a story that reminds us that sometimes history is stranger than fiction, and often just as entertaining. Until next time, keep your saws sharp and your conflicts low. Stay curious. Pim. Do you have an unusual piece of history for Pim to research? Email us your suggestions at beastlybanterblog@gmail.com.